Good morning, students. Today I Purnima is going to tell you about writing section, and today I'm going to discuss about speech writing and debate writing. Now children, in writing section we are having two types of writing section. One is some short composition and the other is long composition. So one is short composition and the other is long composition. Short composition we are having of 50 words, and long composition is of 120 to 220 to 250 words, sometimes 120 to 150 word. Like during the time of COVID, CBSE has some of the rules related with the writing section has changed. Now the word limit is 120 to 150. Okay, so now here we go. Now children, speech. I'm discussing something about speech writing. So what is a speech? We have been hearing a speech since long. Like children, you must have seen in during the time of the assembly, people are speaking something about they are giving the speech of something about some topic. Children, you must have also heard the speech of some great orators like Julius Caesar, Antony, Swami Vivekanand, Winston Churchill, Abraham Lincoln. So they were good orator. Of course, Indira Gandhi, the last speech, her last speech is very famous, which she has spoken in Odisha. And in this speech, it has been told to us that she had an intuition that very soon she is going to die. So she has told this thing in her speech. So there are so many speech leaders and the great people are giving a speech. Then and there types of speech are there. Farewell speeches, there are funeral speeches, there are so many types of speeches are also there. So basically children, for you people, the speech writing which is going to come in the examination is the speech given in the assembly time. How a child is giving a speech in the assembly. Okay, so for every writing section, we all know that for every writing section, what we are having uh, children a particular format. So speech writing is also having a format. And what is the format for speech writing? This I am going to write. Okay, so speech writing, the format for speech I am going to write on the board. So children, I have written on the board, good morning, respected principal ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I have got privilege to speak on that topic. Whatever the name of the topic is, that you have to write in the inverted comma. Because children, or you can also write respected principal sir, teachers, and my dear colleagues or friends. Today I am going to give you a speech on the topic this and this. Okay, so this is simply only one format is there for speech writing. Respected principal ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I've got a privilege to speak on the topic, or today I've got an opportunity to speak on the topic, or today I'm going to give a speech on this topic. Okay, but that's all. So here you have to write like this. Okay, now in the question, sometimes children, as I told you, sometimes hints are given, sometimes hints are not given. Okay, so visual input, sometimes picture is given and sometimes pictures are not given. Okay, so this is a speech. Sometimes pictures are given, sometimes pictures are not given, and sometimes hints will be given to you. All right, so take now one question I'm going to read, and just three, four speech I will be telling you. Taking help from the information given below. Now here the information is already given. Write a speech to be delivered in the school assembly in about 120 to 150 words. Now here in this topic, children, in this question you can see the word limit of the speech is given here. It is 120 to 150 words, and nice topic is there. Two Indias, India and Bharat. We already know that our country India has got many names. Bharatvarsh, Bharat, Okay, Hindustan, India. Okay, though it is in the world internationally, it is popular by the name of India, but children, in our mother tongue, we are having so many names of our country like Bharat, Bharatvarsh, Hindustan. Okay, so these names are there. So now I will be telling you. So how you will start? You will start with a particular format. What is the format? Respected principal ma'am, good morning, respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. Today I have got a privilege to speak on the topic India to India, colon, Bharat and India. So after this, from the second paragraph, you have to start your speech. India is a land of paradox, extreme poverty, and fabulously rich classes. Sir, it would be an exaggeration to say that we have two countries rolled into one, India and Bharat. Let us take Bharat first. Crores of villagers living in poverty. Ignorance, starvation and illiteracy makes Bharat. Earlier, this country, Bharat, was known as Sone ki Chidiya. But now, the scenario has been changed. Bharat is inhabited by the maximum numbers of the poor, paupers, diseased, disabled, blind and illiterate in the world. But now, since it is a developing country, so now the number is deteriorating. Again, Bharat produces crores of unemployed, semi-employed persons who are on the verge of starvation. The people here are crying for shelter, clothes and food. And during the time of this pandemic COVID-19, the situation has become worse more. Okay. All right. So, but who cares for them? The two people here are crying for shelter, clothes and food, but who cares for them? They are the news only once in 5 years. Now, let's start talking about another face of India, that is Bharat, that is India, and our India shines like a star in the world. This is India of posh colonies, of Gulf links, Jodhbhags or Nariman points, Mounts Road or Brigade Roads. This is India of malls and multiplexes glittering with showrooms of Arnie's, David Jones, Flying Machine, Pizza Hut, KFC, McDonald's, etc. This is the world of the IPL where crores are gambled on each player. This is India of public school and convents where the greatest crime is talking in the mother tongue, Hindi. So, these two versions and two editors of the same country can never meet. Bharat and India can't be synthesized. Our leaders, politicians, industrialists and bureaucrats will continue to divide us into Bharat and India and rule over us. So with this, I end my speech here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. So this is the problem that children, sometimes this type of topic is given. So here you have to write the controversial speech. Okay. Now let's take a simple speech. Okay. Now I am going to read the question. Read the following clipping from the Times of India. So children, this type of speech are also there in the examination. Okay. Now, read the following clipping from the Times of India. Teach India aims to help undereducated children through a variety of programs. Now children, a newspaper clipping is there which I am going to read. So such type of question can also come in the examination. Teach India aims to help undereducated children through a variety of programs, include basic education, support classes, and even storytelling. It emphasizes easy to teach programs to which simple topics are taught to primary school children, either on a one-on-one or small group basis. So, on the occasion of International Literacy Day, that is, which day this International Literacy Day is celebrated, that is on 8th September. So, once again, I read the question. On the occasion of International Literacy Day, 8 September, draft out a speech in not more than 120 to 150 words, taking ideas from the unit education of your MCB, coupled with your own ideas to address your school assembly about this initiative, and urge students to become a part of such initiative, stating reasons why they are duty bound to do so. So children, once again I start with the format. Respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friend, today I am going to give a speech on the topic teaching underprivileged children. Okay, so today we are celebrating International Literacy Day. I remind all of you that India has the distinction of having the maximum number of uneducated children in the world. This is an auspicious occasion when we can redeem ourselves. Let us pledge and dedicate ourselves to the noble cause of teaching the underprivileged and dedicate ourselves to the noble cause of teaching the underprivileged children. I wish all the best to the Teach India program. I hope it will bring a major breakthrough in opening the doors of knowledge to the undereducated children. Mr. President, sir, now he might be the chief guest, so we can, in between we can children tell him like something should be there like this also. We owe a duty towards our less fortunate children. They need our help and guidance. Let us spend 2 hours a week for a minimum of 3 months. I call upon every student to become a part of this noble campaign. We can do a lot for them. Use one-to-one method to teach the small group. The choice is yours. Let us wipe out ignorance and illiteracy from the country. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. So children, this is the another speech which we have done, and now children, when speech we are going to do about like some thought is given and how you have to write the speech. Okay, the question will come in the form of a thought, then how you have to write the speech. Undoubtedly, adversities and trying circumstances teach us lesson. They guide us practically. It is often said that experience is our best teacher. Prepare a speech in about 120 to 150 words on the topic which are the uses of adversity. So here in this question, children, you have seen that some thoughts are given here. Okay, and which thoughts are given here, and here children you can say that is short speech of 120 words we can say. So however speak children with the same topic, children. Good morning to one and all present here, a respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. Today I've got a privilege to speak on the topic sweets are the uses of adversity. So who doesn't aspire to attain success, and that too in no time? In this era of consumerism, we are never satisfied. We believe in quick result, material pleasures and prosperity brings happiness, but one must not despair in trying situation and should face the muscle of life bravely. Prosperity makes a person lazy and ease loving. Adversity, on the other hand, has a chastening effect. We become dynamic and vibrant only if we fight bravely against odd circumstances. So, it will not be wrong if we say that as gold shines in fire, man shines in adversity. Experience is our best teacher. So one must not get depressed and dejected amidst adversities. Social acknowledgement is those who win the battle of life. Society acknowledges those who wins the battle of life, those who never give up, those who have patience. Only those who have tremendous confidence in themselves hold the banner of victory. Trying times must not shake our faith. Let us wait for the ultimate reward. Victory is at our hand. So with this, I end my speech. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. So children, I have told you about few types of speeches. Good morning, students. Today I Purnima welcome you to my class once again, and in today's topic I am going to discuss about debate writing. First of all, you should know what is a debate. So a topic will be given to you and you have to speak in favor of the topic or you have to speak against the topic. That means you have to support the points, okay, which is known as the favor of the topic. Some topic will be given to you, so you have to speak in support of the topic, or you have to speak what support in other points. You don't have to support the topic, you have to speak against the topic. So children, the format to support the topic is this I'm going to write on the board, because whenever the topic is given to you, you have to see whether you have to speak on the favor of the motion. What is the motion here? Here motion doesn't mean walk. Here motion means children topic. So you are going to speak in favor of that topic or against the topic. Two types of topic you will be given. Either you have to speak on the favor of the topic or you have to speak against that topic. So this you have to see. Alright. Now, if you have to speak, let's talk if you have to speak in favor of the topic. Okay. So how you will be speaking? You have to say, good morning, principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friend. Today I have got a privilege to speak in favor of the topic. Whatever topic is given to you, that you will be speaking. And children, you have to write all those points which support the topic. You have to write all those points, okay, in 120 to 150 words which support the topics. Okay, so you have to think, okay, what are the points which support the topic. Okay, suppose if you are speaking that the present government, the philosophy of present government system of India. Suppose if you are supporting the topic, so whatever good thing was that according to you in this present government, okay, like in Modi's government, like Article 36 for you. So for some time it is, for some people it is very good, but at the same time for some people it is not very good. It is one of the worst situation in India. If you will ask many Kashmiris people, they will not at all support Article 361. Okay, then what he has done, his policy, his foreign policy, his policy with China, his policy with the USA, his policy with Nepal, neighboring countries. Okay, then what digital India, so many things he has done. Our education system, okay, our foreign country policy, our economical system, so many system, our education system, how the government has helped during the time of pandemic COVID-19. So all these things you have to discuss. Okay, but if you will speak against the government, then the points will be opposing. You will speak against the economical state, the foreign policy of Gandhi, Article 361. Then so many topics are there for which you will not support the government of the country. So that's all in debate writing. Only thing, children, the this one will be changed. Okay. Suppose if you are speaking on the topic, suppose that if you have to speak for the topic, so how you will write? You will say, "Good morning, principal, ma'am, students, teachers, and my dear student. Today I stand before you to speak for the motion, okay, of the topic. Whatever topic is there, that you have to mention. If you are speaking against the topic, what you will say? Good morning, principal, ma'am, teachers, but here chairperson should also be there. Okay, honorable chairperson, respected principal, ma'am, teachers, and my dear friend. Today I stand before you to speak on the topic. Whatever topic is there, for that you have to speak. Okay, I'm going to speak against the topic, or I'm going to speak support that motion. Yeah, I'm speaking in favor of the motion. Okay, or I will be speaking against the motion. Good morning, honorable chairperson, respected principal, ma'am, teachers, and my dear friend. Today I stand before you to speak against the motion. Okay, so whatever topic is given to you, you have to speak against that. All right. So children, this is very, very important. So this you have to see. Now let's take a topic where we have to speak for the motion and where we have to speak against the motion. So let's start. Now children, you have to speak against the topic overpopulation and unhealthy living condition. So you have to write whether you are supporting overpopulation in our country, because children, the more hands, the more brain, the better improvement, or you are against. So children, here I am going to choose that I am going to speak against this topic. So how you will start? Honorable general judges, respected principal, ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am going to speak on the topic, against the topic, overpopulation and unhealthy living condition in our country. Overpopulation is as we know that India is a vast country, and definitely lot of negative things are there in our country. Overpopulation and is there in our country, and since overpopulation is there, my friend, so definitely unhealthy living condition will be there. So I am against the topic that population problem I am speaking against the topic that population doesn't mean that our country develop. Population means unhealthy living condition in our country. Overpopulation is a major threat that the nation is facing today. If we can't put a hold on our bursting population, India will overtake China within 30 years. It will become the most populous country in the world. And we all know, my dear friend, that population is a major cause in development. So I am against this motion, against the topic that population means harm to our country. More and more people bring more and more poverty and misery. People believe more and more people, more and more brain, more and more development. The growing population is degrading an environment and the living standard of the people. India has crossed a billion mark several years ago. We produce an Australia every year. More people means more mouths to feed. How will India feed its ever increasing population? People are increasing and the land is less. One day it will be too difficult for us to live also. Forests and natural resources are shrinking fast due to overpopulation. And what about the health service? The less said, the better. It will become increasingly difficult to provide ideal health services to so many people. Forests and green belts are disappearing. The environment and the ecology is being systematically destroyed. Providing shelter to so many people is a huge problem. Extremely unhealthy and unhygienic conditions prevail in all the metros of India. The government must find out ways and means to control the rising population. China has imposed the one-child system with wonderful success. They have freed the population. Why can't we Indian? When we are ahead in everything, then why can't we control the population problem in India? We can. It is in our hand. We can't. Anyone having more than one child must be heavily taxed. Those who cross the limit must be debarred from the public services. The family planning program must be implemented in its truest spirit. So, children, if we want to develop our country, we should have very less population. Then only our country will be developed. Then our future generation will be healthy. Population problem like unemployment, okay, underprivileged, malnutrition, it will become less in our country. So I am against the topic. I am against the motion, and with this I end my debate here. So you have seen, children, the topic which I have spoken was against the motion. So how you have started? Good morning, honorable judges, respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friend. Today I am going to speak against the motion. So in this way, children, you have to strongly you have to support your points. Now speaking for the motion is very easy. Again, you have to do the starting something like that. Honorable judges, respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friend. Today I am got a privilege to speak on the topic today I am going to speak for the motion. Then you have to tell the name of the topic, okay, and at the same time you have to speak, children, while changing your paragraphs, by changing your points. I strongly support, I wholeheartedly support. You have to use points like this, okay. So there are many points where, children, you can say that I wholeheartedly support, okay, I am in favor of this type of the topic, okay. So this type of wording you have to use it. Now you can choose any topic, and in this manner, children, you will be telling your debate. Now while speaking the debate, children, you have to strongly, in a very strong manner, you have to emphasize your points. Your body language is again your, if you are in a school, then proper uniform should be put that day, proper combing of the hair, and of course, children, your body language plays an important role in debate writing. If you mumble, if your words are not clear, if you are not able to present your idea, then, children, you are not a good debater, okay. In a very clear voice, in a very slow pace, so that everybody can listen, can understand whatever speech you are giving, whether for the motion or whether against the motion. You have to put your idea in a wonderful way. You have to hold your head high. You don't have to speak something like that. Avoid paper reading. This is very important. Learn the points and try to present your points in your own language. don't do the paper reading. So this is very very important. Okay, so with this student, I think I have given enough points on debate writing also, of course. And we will very soon I will be taking some another writing section. With this I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.